Hey guys, welcome back. Marius here, and today we have building tips for grounded. And tips, to be honest, there's just one huge. Let me spend the night, so we start on the fresh morning. So there's no, I love the daylight, just so I can show. So while I'm going on our building site, let me explain why I think there's just actually one building you need to be aware of. One building way to trick anything. As you noticed, we are already walking on what's important in this game. In this game, everything matters if you are on the ground or you are above the ground, because above is safety, ground danger. Simple as that. Let's not deep dive in that. So currently I'm walking on a valley of death. In both sides usually, or at least one, there is spiders and yeah. So once we came to the same point that above is safety, the important building is stairs. Is how you can safely and easily get up to things. And of course you can build whatever you want and however you want, but let me show you how efficiently, with least problems and everything, you can do and build wherever you want to get on top, right? So that's the most crucial building, at least in my opinion. So this is my chosen place because this is, well, I can easily show you how this all happens and everything. And yeah, I'm filming already how much time. Anyways, video will be in two parts. I'll show you how to build. This is the one I will pack right away. Down in the description will be timestamps and everything. But second part, I will show my other creations, and if you have any questions about I don't know, any question at all, just point at what time you saw it and ask the question and I will answer it, no worries. So, best case scenario, you want to start from top. You will build from the bottom, but you need that top. Why? So it's nice and smooth and like this, you see. You run like a wind. It's awesome to build like this. All right. So you need finish point to know where to get that starting point. So first thing, there is sometimes you can build. For example, here I can build. So the floor is a little bit over the edge. That's all. Because sometimes if you are building inside, it's not allowed. The building is not allowed because there's a problem. Oh, come on, little bugs. So as you can see, I can build this, but sometimes, many cases, you have everything right. No, they're not building allowed. How to bypass that? There will be a lot of tips, tricks how to do it. Clay is allowed almost on everything where you can build. So you can start instead with clay here. We run in second problem. Why there is a such step? I don't want that step, right? No one wants that. So instead, what we will do, we will get rid of it. And I specifically chose this position, so I'll show you how we can get rid of it. You see, there is not flat surface. It goes a little bit steep down. So you measure, you want to build here, build one below. This is crucial to understand for everyone how building happens. Once you place the first, I want to get that, the first piece, rest of them, from now on, everything is in squares. Actually in cubics, because in three-dimensional. Anything else you pick up, you see it attaches above, below, and these are the entry points. So it is crucial for many things, but in our case scenario, as this clay is as deep as it could go in this position, now attaching next to it, you see it is almost in a surface level, but a little bit too far. Unfortunately, we need to rebuild because I need that hanging over. Come on, little bugs, stop messing with my video. So, you see, they are in one level. We can delete this, and this is way deeper than actually I could build before. And this is fine. There's no jump needed. I can easily... Come on. I can easily climb on it, which was the main goal, right? Once first stone is set, I could leave, but it's easier for me to build one piece. Yeah, next tip. Sometimes, as you can see, no go. Don't be afraid. Sometimes just rotating the piece you want to build will come to the point where you can build it. So we'll do it. So now, once we get our starting position, this is what we needed. We need to understand how many levels we will be building. How to do it? We measure in Scaffold. We will go down and start from the bottom. As I said, sometimes you can't build scaffold beneath it because, right, it's not attached anywhere. You can't hang it. Always worked for me. This is not the case, but I'm just showing all the tips. Build one above. Once it's above, you absolutely every single time can build below, if there is no other obstacle that's blocking it. Once it's done, you can destroy the top, and that's it. From there, you always can go lower. And so we have one scaffold, 2, 3, 4-ish. Because, bear with me. Why we don't want to build all 4 of them? Because if we connect anything where we can walk on without any jumping, that means also enemies, also bugs can do the same. And we don't want to do that. We want something like this. Yeah. Extra tip, as you can see, there is this nasty thing a little above I can't normally walk on. Let me show you that this is a bug. It shouldn't be there. Why? Because once I remove it and replace it, you see what it shows? This is after loading, it actually popped out. Normally, but yesterday when I built it, it was nice and smooth. So we want something like this, where you need to jump on, so no one else can jump and get where are you going. So what it means, we will not build 4 stories, but 3 of them, because we want to jump on the first. That's absolutely the rule of safety. All right? Next thing, what we will do, let's settle this once and for all, why and what we are building, and I'll give you all the explanation. I'm placing 3 things down. All the 3 things are related to getting 1 level up. So scaffold, and I'm showing they are exactly the same size, so you understand how and what we are doing. And another way is roof. Seems the same. Well, scaffold, you can climb, you can jump, that's a different story, but you can use stairs or you can use the roof. And we will be using roof and only roof. Why? Because simple reason. Both of them require 1 weed stem. That's absolutely you will need. Whatever elevates you up to 1 level, it requires 1. Because you can also build these things, but we will not utilize them. Yeah. Anyways, 1 stem. Here you need 4 grass planks that you carry on the ends. Here you need only clover leaf that is in your bags. Which means if you farm clover leaf, which is absolutely they are the same, they regrow super fast, they're everywhere, no problem to get them. The problem is how you carry them. Because here, you see, I need 5 items to carry in my hands. Even if I have full ant armor with extra howling strength, I can pick 8 items. If I pick 8 items, fucking buggers. Of course I can't hit anyone. So I can carry 8 items. I will place 5 of them here, and that's it. Basically, the next stair cannot be built. I need to go back again, get my items, and then I can continue building things up. In this case scenario, if I farm enough cloverleaf in my backpack, I pick up 8 weed stems, and if I correctly manage to build the stairs, I can build 8 items right away, and only then I need to resupply. So you can build 1 step ahead or 8. You can figure out which is more efficient way. All right. So how to do it? So let's get back to our project. Our project is simple. Let's start. I'll show you. You can utilize a little bit. For example, this one thing, this one floor I built up. It can be kind of removed, but I would suggest to leave it because just 4 grass planks, no worries. So we need 3 levels up, 3 stories, 3 roofs we will build. How we do it? This one scaffold and every other building, you need to understand they are placed in 2x2 sides. Just imagine 2x2. Why 2x2? Because you can attach right next to it, or you can place, and you see there's only 2 positions. Is it matching or is it half of it, right? So that's what we will be using here. I don't want to build next to it. I want 1.5. Sticky stuff. Yes. Once I build one next to it, remember the first lesson at the top where everything now will be tied together? I can place one here. What we now achieved is there is precisely 1/2 of a scaffold between them. There is no building. Okay, fine. There is one building that is smaller than this. This is the P. You can fit in. If it's either way works for you, do like this. You need to switch those items. It's easier to do, at least in my opinion, with scaffolds. They are sometimes tricky, but once you get your hands on it. So what we do, we build this and then remove. So what we achieved here is, let me explain. These scaffolds, each and every one of them, represent the place where will be floor. The gap between represent where will be roof. So we have floor, roof, floor, roof, floor, roof. 3 roofs, 3 stories, that's what we need. We are done. We're basically done. What it gives currently is this is our starting position. And as you can see, if we start from here, we can actually jump on it from any direction. That's what we want. This is good. Everything is set. One extra thing I will do right away, because there is a bug in the game where if you remove the something, when you remove blueprints, it will tear down everything, even if it's not needed. There is a bug game such, well, many bugs, but anyways. So I'll leave it like this because I want to show you why and how we build from the bottom. And it's really simple. I'm just explaining too much so everyone gets it. What we do, okay, no, we'll place direction where that, whatever direction you want, it doesn't matter. So, simple rule. Once you build a floor, you want to pick a roof. You can build the roof right on it. You can't build it next to it, right? There is no support. You can build right on it, or you can build half on it. And half is like this, you see? There is half of this placed in the middle, and then it overlaps in the next, and this is the gap we were placing. And this is basically the core of it. After this, all the world is, and how you build it is up to you. Because, as you can see, next step can be easily built. You don't need this half. You can end it right on the edge. And that's it. And you know what? That one floor, we just repeat what we did here. we do again roof, and how we can do it in the middle. After that, we take a floor, place a floor. After the floor, you know what? Not quite sure from here. Oh, yeah, yes I can. And after that, you know what? We connect the final pieces. And of course, you can start building right away. You can pick a clover leaves in your backpack and just that's it basically. And you see what we achieved. Let me explain. This is a small distance we built. I could build it also with one scaffold up here, but this is limitless. Once you start from the bottom, then the crucial part. And not always you can start from the top, so you just build from the bottom and you don't know how the top will lie. That's all fine. I'll show you how it happens. But there's no limit. There's absolutely no limit. And let me just show you next that just from this. The same way we have a floor, we build a roof, we build a floor. Instead of going straight, what we can do, we build a circle, right? And the circle, I mean, of course, it's quite huge, but once you have a floor, you rotate it, and you see, you go in spiral in any direction. And there's no support needed whatsoever freaking ever. Everything holds on this one scaffold, right? So you don't want to lose that. See? And these scaffolds is just for you to understand how we can precisely measure so it lines up perfectly. And now, of course, those floors require grass plank. That's also true. But to be fair, if you have only weed stems on you, you see there is a gap that is one half of floor. You can build this one, utilize the glitch. The game allows you to skip building floor and build already roof, and only building roof you will already have the path. So this is absolutely the easiest, fastest, and also cheapest way, because as I said, we can place those these level up roofs with 3 stems and a lot of clover leaves in our backpack. We don't need to travel back and forth to this gate. I don't have clover leaf, yes. Nah, screw this. So, and of course, if you want to make sure that that's what I did, as I show, I don't like anything touching the ground, but when it's there, you can place these planks around in case bug or spider gets angry and then starts biting your buildings, because these can be reached. And as you saw previously, this grass that is over there and is blocking my entrance, another way how to bypass it, build sturdy wall. You see, there is you need to also understand this casual grass is one level and a little bit extra above it, where sturdy wall is placed next to it don't have this above, you see. So if we place a sturdy wall here, well, it requires 1 stem, but there will be no problem with these side. I will leave them on the side. I don't know how I can jump and be safe that someone doesn't jump. But anyway, this is basically the extra you don't need to, but if you want to build. So this is the basic. I will leave it, and of course I will not build it because I have the entrance right next to it. In similar way, I just, save 1 extra level. And that is everything. Whatever you build on the top of it, that's up to you. I will not go in details to build a huge, beautiful, lighted up houses and everything. There's no trick really there. The real trick is to build as much As you can see, basically I've covered almost all the parts. Everywhere, this is where I get grass. And again, little, but still, you see, I can't climb on it. I need to jump on it. So no one else can get where I'm going. Alright, so this mainly concludes first part. So now you know how to build a trick with the beginning, with the end, and everything is in here. So let me show you a few buildings I've done so you see. For example, that's the thing, what I'm teaching you, showing you, use myself. For example, here I don't have that one extra grass. I started right away on the clay. Also possible, because I'm not going down there, I'm going up. And the same principle is used with some extra thatch. A little triangle wall is used as so I don't fall down, because there are a lot of gnats, these little buggers. And also if I'm running with my full speed on and I want to be crazy, so there is a safety for me, so I don't jump down, fall down, right? So I build, and this I also use. Remember the grass wall that is one full height and extra? This extra also holds you if someone is pushing you around. You see? Build safety, because yeah, this is where those annoying gnats are. So, and this is again problematic wall that was not here before. I should replace this one grass with either sturdy wall or wall with windows, because if you pay attention, they are exactly one height and not extra. Where this wall, okay, it's not showing here, but it has that one extra that blocks my access. Anyways, and also as you can see, I use it here to get this night. Well, this is all built so the gnats are not knocking me off my own building. This is why we are here. What also, yeah, let me show you. Okay, now we came to tricky part. Let me show you what kind of bug game currently possesses, so you don't fall in the trap. So you see this one wall. Pay attention to this one wall beneath, because there's a hole beneath it. That's why I needed to build it, so it's safety. There is everything around already built. There is everything touching. It's not holding anything. It's everything. Literally, this wall is not crucial for any part of this structure. So you would think we can easily remove it. Well, think twice, because this is the wall. What happens when we remove it? There's a bug in the game where it triggers and actually removes everything else that is not holding it back. That doesn't matter. I can die. No one cares. So be aware of that bug. We don't need to actually go there, or do we? Or do we? Alright, let me get back there. Let me think. Okay, I need to go there. We'll be back in a moment. I will not film the video where I'm running, so it's saving some time, right? We'll meet in a moment. So, we are back. Just picked up my items and equipped slippers. The problem why I needed to get back, I don't have extra slippers. So, while we are here, let me show you how and what I built here. As I said, there are danger in all directions below, but if you build, yeah, you can see this is what happens if you don't line up the height perfectly. Then not a big deal, but still bugging me. So this is one of suggested areas in a map, in a corner, because berries are near, but I don't like it. Simple as that. I don't like it. Even if I build a base, there's nothing much to do here. I came here to prove this is not worth building here, and it's absolutely not. But this is the basic what you want in your, I call them camps, these are not bases. Somewhere where to put some items, so you don't need to trash them. Smoothies, of course we are not picking mushrooms because they're bugged at the moment. Put a marker, so you know, this marker actually, it says house, so I know I can, oh, I don't have leaning here, that's bad, but anyway, where to spend the night or something, right? This is that, so I don't have items. But otherwise, I set also markers on such positions where the crossing is, where I know where I can come and cross this. Otherwise, there's just danger and everything, right? So this is one of the positions. Just jump. Actually, we want to spend night, otherwise you can't see stuff. I'm just showing that you can easily build with these tricks I just showed, or just simply putting a floor. It's enough. You can build everything you want. So here, for example, this is not a bug, this is not a glitch. This is specifically built so I can, if I suddenly drop down from here, it's too high, you can't go there. But what you can do, you can build such half of it, you're not that bad, you can bypass it. Another way that I just thought is a little bit more beautiful, let's call it, is building something like that, and then you can attach that roof. And as you can see, the problem is it's not allowing this kind of position. You need to start from bottom. If you build from bottom, then it's allowed if you connect. But in this case, and you see, that's how we could clear the way so it's not taking space. But anyways, let me spend the night so we can continue our buildings, because I don't know why, but I love buildings. So we have quite some. For example, this one I'm currently sleeping in. This is another camp, and it's built in one of the way better positions than the one I showed you before, this garden. Because here, first of all, there's a can. Next to it, there's also a juice box that produces everything you need. Then we have nectar right there. Currently, I have few nectar. Oh, when I was down, someone picked all my things. There are flowers, there are grubs. When acorns start to respawn, here will be all the acorn field that currently is my tasting ground, because I collected every one here about 2 weeks back. Nothing has respawned. So, and this is again a little camp where you can have some supplements, when you can cook if something is needed, and of course you always want to light up so you can see from the distance where it is. There's actually no marker because too much marker is also problematic. And if you are talking about such things, let me show you this staircase, because this is something with little extra than I showed. Here, as you see what I did, I used also these kind of supports just to mimic real world, how they are from this supporting the next part, and then this supporting next part. And so there are also put those little sides, so it's like not hanging in the air, but kind of full structure here. That's the best you can do to kind of mimic how this should be. Yeah, and this is, as you can see, without any borders around. Again, jumping on top. These are all sturdy walls around, so if someone starts attacking it, they will take some time before it all collapses down, right? Then, next building is right next to us. I will just bonus tip, I don't know who enters here without doing this. Yes, you need to be running, and best case scenario jumping. As you can see, I always bypassing and do that, because if I need stab, I will get it. But we are here for buildings. Let me show you next construction. You might wonder why there is either insect sign, but green, because green means friendly. Let me show you why. Because welcome to the zoo. Let me remove these, because here we need. Okay, this is scary. So sometimes this is 2 wolf spider spawn locations. 2 of them. If you see only one, obviously everyone who knows the game knows the second one is behind you, but this might not be the case. Sometimes both of them spawn, sometimes only one, sometimes I'm coming and there are none. And the thing is, you see, they can't climb out, there's no way. But we are here for some other important lesson you need to understand. There's a gate that is blocked with clays, any gap, anything. But let me demonstrate. Obviously, you can be a bad hunter and I don't know, do the shooting. But what we are here to learn is what happens when they get aggro. When any bug, any enemy in the game is aggro. Come on, don't let me down. Come on. Can't you see me?
My mom always says I light up a room.
Hey, talking to you. So what they do, when they can't reach you, they attack your buildings. This is the reason why I don't like fundaments on the ground, because, and it happens only if they are aggro. If you are not attacking them, ants or anything, it will be all fine. But the lesson here is everyone is always, a lot of viewers are complaining in my video, like, yeah, you build the sky bases, I build on the ground. Like, this is what happens when you build on ground. And remember, we just learned how to build a staircase that is literally holding on this one foundation. If this one foundation at the bottom is destroyed because you angered any bug, ladybug, ant, soldier ant, anything, all your stories, everything will go down. So this is the main lesson we are here for. Unfortunately, that little bugger already made a hole, so we will make a run for our lives. And of course, there are lights everywhere, an entrance. And if you are not aware, there are 3 wolf spiders at oak tree. 2 of them spawn right in the middle, where I showed, but one spawn location is here at the top, there is beneath the leaf. So in total there are 3. Alright, I'll skip the part where I'm running to my last position I want to show, and we will meet in a moment. Sorry, actually I lied, I remember I need to show you more. But this is my main building. My main base, this is everything. Like, someone is sometimes mentioning like, I have a way bigger base and everything, and I'm like, the thing is, the game is absolutely amazing to build huge beautiful bases and everything. Honestly, this is already too much. This is already way too much. Let me explain my thinking of how and why I built. As you can see, there's no walls. Absolutely no. There's that one. I built it actually after I placed this everything. So reason is, I want to have my base accessible as hell. And by accessible, as you can see, there's so many entrances, and every single one of them is by jumping, so no one else can climb on it. And yes, there is also trampoline. Sometimes there is a case, and I think there is only one case, how bugs get in your base by trampoline. Do I explain trampoline to you now? Okay, trampoline. Why it is on a helmet? Because I can also just build it in any other way. You see, the thing is, this little angle means everything. Any item that comes in contact with this bouncing thing will be shot not directly up, but, well, I'm sorry, my camera, I need this angle. Anyways, you get the idea. It will be not straight, it will be like, if I place this thing like here, and a bug, anything will jump on it, it will be shot right in my base, right? So how to bypass it is I build a foundation which will be always flat, like no angles, anything, just straight up. What it means is from here, if someone needs to get in my base, they need to go in that direction, and not only by a little bit. Yeah, well, a little bit. But, and the answer is, in this way, I would say 99.9% guarantee no one can get in here from the trampoline. I had another trampoline right here, which was a little bit, I specifically made it a little bit on the direction of my base, so I can just climb on it and will shoot myself in the base. But so are the enemies being shot in my base. Here you need to press forward to enter my building. Alright, anyways, we are here about bases. So why there is no walls? Let me show you why. Okay, sorry for that. But you see the idea? Coming and going from one floor to another floor, I can do, and I do it on a regular basis. I don't need that one particular stairs. So accessibility from all angles, from all sides, from everywhere I'm going and where I'm going, I think that's kind of crucial. It's just for me, I prefer it way better than I don't know, huge walls and fortresses and whatnot. Because remember, if you build on a rocks or sky cities, high sky bases, they are safe. We just saw what happens if you have foundation where enemies can attack it. So, extra thing, I don't know, that's my habit of gathering things. Remember, you can always put extra on them, then they are actually storing. I have a lot of stem everywhere. And what else? Okay, what else? Pick this one thing up. We threw some items away, we don't care. Why? Because I need to reload anyways. This video is just for... So you see here, I built all these stairs, other stairs, not as a roof. That was before I understood that how hard it's to build with the stairs. So yeah, it took me some while to build it all. Obviously there's this. So from here, okay, so you will not start vomiting from my videos. As you can see, this is, in my opinion, one of the greatest things to build, because I can see, first of all, I can see dandelion regrowth. I can monitor it. I see directions. I see clearly understand the map way better. And not only that, there is another thing, is just, idea was simple. Currently there's just one, this silly, how it's called, not a parachute, but you get the idea. And it descends faster than it moves forward. So my idea about having a high tower and then flying where I need is quite useless at the moment. But if there will be anything that moves further, then the tower, I will be absolutely on top of it already. We are continuing with the buildings. This is a stolen idea from another YouTube video where one guy also built it, and I wanted to test how crucial and usable it is, and actually it's not. And I will explain why. Game works in mysterious ways, meaning around you there is a circle of things that is allowed to be happening. For example, if I stay here, I can guarantee that bugs that are coming and going, they will face every consequences and everything. Hey, bugger. Come at me, bro. Anyways, and ants are coming and then getting hit by this. It's not attacking. Well, one of us is attacking. Okay, now you are. So, yeah, as you can see, in the middle there is lure. They are being lured here. That little bugger is going around, seriously? And, yeah, ants are getting in this trap. And they get damaged and they sometimes die, but actually they need more than this damage, right? So, that means we are going to the last. This is the last building I'll show you. We'll meet in a moment. So guys, welcome back. This is a bit advanced. As you can see, there's another layer around it. And the idea is simple. You can see how ants are actually that dumb and falling in a trap and dying. But this is not the building. You just saw it already, so you're thinking, why the hell you're watching this again? No, we are not here for this building. We are here for something bigger. Let me present you. Well, you get the idea what this is. If you're wondering where we are at Ant Hill, where I have built, and this is, trust me, this is necessary. So this is Ant Hill, and as we know, ants are going in and out and everything and whatnot. Okay, I'll show you everything. So, and we know that if ants are constantly being harassed and killed, they go back, rest of them, and lay eggs. So my testing ground here is, can we automate this ant killing? As you can see, the idea is simple. We build one tunnel that leads in and out from the ant hill, and plates 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Approximately 6. That's enough for, as you can see, ant to die. And the problem is, they still find a way to get stuck, and you see, there is literally nowhere how you can get in this. This is all sealed. Still, they find a way how to get in, which is annoying. And so I build around, because if this wall was not around, they were stuck in this corner, and basically they stuck everywhere. But in theory, it should be working. And for example, if you're wondering why there are these stupid floors, it's for me, because I'm not spending any stem or any other, not building those roofs. I use just a jump as an option to get where I need to go. Alright. They're engaged. Someone is attacking, no? Oh yes, you are. You shouldn't be doing that. Seriously. So, I can't currently confirm because I have seen more ants being bugged than actually this working, but I expect this should be working more than fine. Ooh, you angry. And remember, whenever an ant is angry and it can't reach me, it will start attacking something else. Well, my buildings. So what we will conclude the video is, obviously, because I'm also curious. I have gathered eggs from this kind of situation where it's outside just killing every ant that tries to get out. But I am wondering if that is still the case. Of course, soldier ants as always stuck in the environment. Nothing unusual here. But I want to understand for myself and check. And yes, here it is. Live proof. Because the thing is, there is always also a myth and well, hypothesis if you can actually kill every single one of the worker ants and, I don't know, ruin the game. It's not possible. It's literally not possible. Because of every other bug in the game, they have built-in spawn system without these eggs. This egg is an extra. You need to understand this is still a technically developed, programmed game with foolproof system. Even if you don't see any worker ants here. If we kill every single one of them, they have a safety system where these are respawning. And if they are respawning either inside the anthill or near it, well, inside is the better, they will immediately get triggered because population is low, because someone is killing all them, and they will go and lay eggs, the same eggs I just picked up, 10 of them. So I know there is a video also, and this is highly debated, that you actually don't need to kill the soldier ants and all that. So now I'm extending my deep analysis on how to get those ant eggs, and as you can see, building a huge killing machine outside also works. So if you still have problems with those, I heard one. You see? That little bugger could not attack me. So yeah, that concludes. That's my last building I wanted to share with you. Now we will conclude the video right here. And as I said before, if you missed the tip, when you see a dandelion and you don't need it, just cut it down. Why? You can leave the stem, it will regrow anyways, but you will have these little weed stems, and when you need them, you will come and collect them, and there will be another dandelion and you will have a lot of them. So that's how I currently can bypass this glitch where all of them, the second level weed is not respawning. I have weed all over the place. And these are the bugs that are... I'm coming to this direction to show you. This is the spot where these buggers are really sticking like this. It causes a lot of problems as well, so clear them. Otherwise, ants are getting distracted there and stuck there, and then they can't fall in your trap. Either one of them. Anyways, this concludes mainly everything about buildings. You saw the camps, how little they can be where it's enough, how to build them safely, how you can build precise stairs with most efficient way, and now you also see my sick approach how to automate egg spawning. Anyways, video is super long, down in this description and also on the timeline where you see the video. There are markers. This is a new YouTube feature. The segment where I'm talking about something will be shown on that bar, so you can mouse over and see where what happens, so you can jump to the parts that you really want to see. All right, enough of me talking. If you like the video, thumbs up or comment or questions, all welcome. If not, also good. And we will meet next videos. Cheers.